it's me. I know it's been a few months, okay, more like a year and a half, but now that I've actually been able to upload a video or two over the break, um, yeah, I'm able to teach you guys how to program in Python. So what you see here is a script that I've made. So it has the different variables and all that, and I'm going to be teaching you about this. So the variable equals 1, 2, 3. So this part right here is the variable. Okay, the 1, 2, 3, that is basically the integer value. So it's a numeric value. This is another variable that I named string variable. So if I were to have it as variable but with a capital letter, that also works. However, just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to keep this string variable. So here, this is called a string. A string is basically text, but the way that text is used in Python is that you have to surround it in single or double quotes. I like using double, but that's all preference based. So if I were to use print variable and print string variable, then it would basically put these values on the screen. So if I run this, down here you can obviously see that it looks the same. You get a 1, 2, 3 and a 1, 2, 3. Now, while these might look the same, they are two completely different values. So like, let's say down here we get a variable and we add that to string variable. We obviously save our code and then we run it. Well, then down here it runs both of these just fine. However, here you can't add an integer and a string value. So if you were to ever try using these like together, then the only way you could use it is by doing the multiplication operator used by an asterisk. So if I were to run this again, then it multiplies this by 123 times. Now obviously that goes all the way off the screen, and I'm obviously not going to go all the way, just kidding, I am, it's not that bad. But yeah, that's really the only way that an integer and a string value really like connect. That's really the only way that they go together. So other types of data values include lists. So I'll just create a variable called lists, and then you use hard brackets. Now the reason why we use hard brackets is because, well, I don't know. I'm not the people who designed it. However, in lists you can still hold strings, you can still hold integers, and you can also hold other lists. Now, I don't understand why people put lists in lists, but that's them, not me. So now if we come down here and we print lists, okay, save that, run it, then it prints the lists with its hard brackets. It gives you the string, gives you the 1, 2, 3, and it works. You can also substitute in variables into here. So let's say instead of just 1, 2, 3, we could put in a variable, because at the top here, variable equals 1, 2, 3. So why not use variable? And then down here, you can also do a string variable, because why not? So we run this, and it gives us our string values and also the stuff inside of the variables. Now, the one other data type that I use probably the most often is when I'm trying to make save states for games. Now, save states are a bit hard and complex. However, if you do it correctly, then they can also be a breeze, because I was doing it incorrectly for 2.5 years. So, if I do maps, which is, well, the data type name, so map, and then let's say player position X. Well, you can't have a variable in here. So in a map, instead of assigning a variable to a value, you assign a string to a value. So let's say player position X is 1, 2, 3. Remember the comma. Okay, and then let's do player position Y. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Pretty simple values. But if I were to come down here and try to print it, instead of just doing maps, which is helpful in some cases, you could also do maps and then open these brackets and then do player position X. And so then if I were to run it again, then it only gives me 1, 2, 3 because the player position X value is 1, 2, 3. So maps are pretty useful. Later I will be getting into how to actually make save states for games, because it is a bit more complicated and you have to work with files. However, once I do that, then you guys should already be able to make a game. Now, here, let's do conditionals. So conditionals, on a condition, it does this action. Pretty simple. So if, let's say maps, and then player position X equals, and then 1, 2, 3. So because that it does equal 1, 2, 3 up here, it will do print player position X is 1, 2, 3. Now we can also do that for any other value. So let's say variable. So if variable, okay, if variable equals 1, 2, 3, because that's the value, then do this. However, if you want to make it more complex, then you can do if variable is above 120. So because it's above 120, it does blah blah blah. So you can do equals, which is represented by 2 equal signs. You can do less than or equals. You can do less than. You can do greater than or greater than or equals. And that's basically it for conditionals. However, let's say this was false. Let's say if maps is above 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not above 1, 2, 3. It is 1, 2, 3. So let's say that's false. Well, it wouldn't print this to the screen, obviously. However, let's say you wanted to print something else to the screen if that were to fail. So if that fails, then let's do if maps, okay, and then player position Y is less than 500, because that's true, print, okay, less than 500. So if we run our code, then because that maps player position X is greater than 1, 2, 3, then player position X is not printed to the screen. Instead, it goes to player position Y, and because that's true, it, well, prints less than 500 on here. So that's all I'm going to be doing today. However, if you guys want me to answer like content-specific questions, then leave questions in the comment section down below. It'd be greatly appreciated if you subscribe. However, my upload schedule is obviously not very consistent. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.